Hello everybody, this is Astocky here and welcome to another episode of Better Than Wolves for Minecraft 1.4.7. I guess, whatever, that'll do as an intro, who cares. Basically, where we were at the end of the last episode is clearly I have all this stuff working here. I have this great mob trap, greatish anyway. What I'm going to do is there's a creeper here. I'm going to try and get just one more mob caught. Come on, creeper. Okay, that's not ideal, him being up that high. Come on. From what I've seen, creepers are not the brightest. So I think he's going to follow me, and he's going to fall straight into the water. And then we'll just get him to come this way. Come on. Okay, now he dies. Now his stuff all floats down here. Now I've killed a couple of people offline, and I've also got this little bit of a hole here, because what I'm hoping will happen, if I bang that out, you will see no red balls fall down. Which is good, because that means all the experience is now being caught where it should in this one. Now, I had a comment in the video saying that, oh, you've got to actually hit mobs to get experience from them. No, not with Better Than Wolves. In Better Than Wolves, they drop little red balls, and if you filter those red balls through a hopper with soul sand in it, you get experience. So I'm hoping now if I hit this switch, it will power up and experience will fall out. Look at that. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, a bunch of levels worth of experience. So that, I guess that really is the idea of what this mob trap is supposed to do. It's supposed to store experience. I think you can store something like up to 8 levels in a single, I guess, soul sand trap. I also dug out a little bit extra for my chickens. I know you guys saw me digging this out, but I've since closed that back up because that was just not working for me. I was just having too many issues. Yeah, it wasn't doing what I wanted to do. Initially I didn't have enough power, and then I was trying to drive it from the top and I couldn't get the signals right. It was just generally messed up. So what I've been doing off camera is digging myself a bit of a setup here. So basically what we have here is what I was trying to achieve last time. Now I have a bit more room here, so I made a latch system. So we hit that switch, it signals the top part of the latch. There's a switch just here that if we hit, it powers this block, which turns off that signal, which fixes this inversion loop and turns that on, and basically turns this part here on, which drives power into this gearbox and turns it off, which lowers everything. So you can see it goes down quite a fair way. I actually ran out of ladders. That's pretty much the reason why I stopped. I also had to resize the platform a little bit into a 3x2 because just here cuts into my stairway, so my stairs that go down that way to my mine shaft. I mean, ideally I want to join this up with my mine shaft, but yeah, like I said, I ran out of ladders. But anyway, if I stand here and push this button, you can see it locks and it latches. This now turns off, whoops, and then we go down, and we go down, and we go down. I put the ladder there because, well, I'll show you in a second anyway, and it became clear to me that I needed a way to get back up. Also, mining my way down, it became clear I needed a way to get back up. So you can see, beautiful pulley system. Now, if I applied redstone power to the actual rope dispenser, it will actually hover you where you are. So using that, you can actually make multiple floors that stop you when you get to the floors, but I haven't got around to that. Now, currently this button does nothing, but what this button here does is using the same mechanism I used in the past with, you know, redstone, lots of torches like that. It basically inverts whatever signal comes from here all the way up, and the second part of the latch that latches it in the upward direction is actually now controlled by this. So if I stand here and you see the redstone torch there, if I hit this, that torch turns off, which runs the signal all the way up, and it latches, and now we come back up. So I guess that's the fun with pulleys part. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to make it so I had multiple floors, and I actually wanted to go down a fair bit deeper. I have no idea how deep I've gone or anything like that because it just doesn't tell me. But here I am coming back up. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That is my super fantastic, super awesome, super amazing take me to the top pulley system thing. And so you can see clearly that it has latched. What I can do here is if I click that, you'll see it starts to go down by itself, and now everything is off. If I come over here, I can't even show it. Maybe if I punk some roof out. I'm nervous about breaking anything that's critical. Okay, so here you see we have a torch that comes up. Now that is the torch that goes all the way down at the bottom and gets inverted and turned on when you hit that other button. But what we also have is a secondary path where if you hit the switch here, it runs out the back of that block onto this one and then comes around and lights it all up. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Oh, there we go. So see, you can see it's turned on and it's latched, and now this will start to come all the way back up. So you can see it's got 15, 16, 17. So you can see it's coming all the way back up. So that, yeah, that was that's what I set out to achieve, and that's my thing that I achieved. That sounds kind of boring, but that's pretty much what it was. I set out to achieve something, and I achieved it. So now let's have a quick look here at what we've got in terms of my thingies I need to do. So I need to collect hemp seeds, plant a hemp farm, collect and grind hemp for a windmill, tick 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 tick. Secondary goals, construct a cauldron, tick. Improve hemp production through light blocks, tick. Find wolves and collect dung, tick. Next one, construct a windmill. Learn the basics of the mechanical system. Find wolves for dung, kill cows for leather, use to make tan leather, construct a saw. Power a millstone using a windmill, done. Have some fun with pulleys and platforms, done. So I've now completed all of the goals of Tier 2. So now we have Tier 3, where we have to process wood into sidings, construct a saw, process wood into sidings, corners, mouldings, use them in the construction of more advanced recipes, done. Use the saw to construct a mob trap, done. Construct an automated tree farm. Now I'm going to mark that because I don't think it's going to actually work. I think it's just going to be a massive epic fail that is going to take more effort than it's worth, but we will see how that goes. I'm not super confident, but we will check. So then we need to construct a hopper and visit the nether. Done. Then we need to process netherrack into concentrated hellfire. Done. Automate the collection of resources at your mob farms and traps. Learn to filter these resources so that they may be sorted by type. Okay, that is not something that I have done yet, and I think that's potentially something that I might be able to do here. Now I'm not exactly sure how well this is going to work. What I don't know is if I go that way, exactly where I'm going to end up. Well, clearly I have plenty of room here. So what do we want to do now? Let's make sure there's nothing in there. It's raining, so that's not going to work anyway. Yeah, I think for now that's going to be fine. We need to get rid of that water. So this is the best way that I can think of to do that. So basically what I have to do now is break these, and then break this one. What did I get out of that? A bone and some creeper stuff, and we need those. Now clearly here I'm going to need to revise this setup, because I do want this like soul sand setup to be a bit further along. So let's dig this out, let's get this sorted, let's know what we're doing. Now along here, Yeah, that's where we want it to go, so... Whoops. I want to know how far this water is going to travel. So I mean, how far this water is going to travel is pretty important to me, because it will allow me to work out exactly how it is that I set up all my stuff. Hey, Mr. Zombie Villager Dude, Zombie Man. Okay. Experience. Can never pass up some good experience, so let's knock that out. I forgot about... Yeah. Clearly didn't think this through, because it's designed to be a mob trap so mobs can't get out. Hopefully I have enough blocks now that I've got that correct. So, how are we doing? Is any water leaking down? No, it is not. Where are we getting to? Water gets to that point just there. Okay, that works for me. This is pretty dark. Let's light this up. Eat some zombie flesh while we ponder their deaths. So basically what my idea is here, clearly the water is going to push all the mob drop objects out this way. So I'm going to get my gearbox, of which I have a couple. I'm going to need to turn that because I didn't do that correctly. There we go. Have my 4 axles. So this one just here is now going to be my soul sand hopper. Perfect. It's going to be the same as before. Now it's currently raining, so we're not going to get anything really working that way. Here, we need to do the same as we did before. So how are we going to do this? We are going to do it like this. So I'm carrying a bunch of redstone. There you go. You are not redstone. And around, and then in. So right now, we know that we have power in the off-like state. So we now have water coming down this way, so we'll place another hopper just here. And then, all things being equal, we will place another hopper before that. And basically what should happen is any item that flows down should fall into the first one. If it doesn't fall in the second one, and because clearly it's soul sand, and it is any of the things that can be filtered through soul sand, it will sit in the second one, otherwise it will come to this one here. Now what I want to do is basically get it to filter out certain things, and the way the filtration works is hopefully I can do this. Yep, there we go, we have a trapdoor. I don't think a trapdoor is the one that I want. I think a trapdoor is too big, and it's not really going to achieve what I want, but we'll try it out and we'll see how things go. Basically, once you place your filter in there, it decides what objects fit and what objects don't fit to actually get through your sorting system. So if I was to throw blocks in, and then throw a repeater, and then throw a bone, and then some nitra, and then a gearbox, you'll see they all get pushed in and they all flow down, and you can see the bone got in there, nothing got in the soul sand one. The blocks, the cobblestone, the gearbox, anything that's not small ends up in here, in the next hopper, because this trapdoor, basically you can see it has some big holes in it. It lets basically anything that's big enough pass over the top of it, but anything that's small fits in the gaps and falls through. So basically now, if I was to place a chest below this and provide power through a gearbox into it, it would automatically place the items in the chest. And so the idea of this challenge is you can have like water that flows down and then a double chest underneath this and then power going into it, and it will go, okay, all items that are like, I mean, you can even start with, I think, like wicker and some other really thin things that only let sand through, and you can go, you know, anything that's really fine, or, you know, nitra goes in the first one, then the next one, maybe bones and arrows go in, and the next one, maybe bows and any armor that drops from them goes in, and you kind of set it up like that so that you have this, I mean, they call it a filter system, it's like a filtration system, but what I'm going to do is leave it like this and just see how that ends up. Of course, I want my stuff back, but by having it set up like that, that should work, and anything that doesn't filter at all should just fall down the end here. I don't think there'll be anything that fits that category, but just in case there is, that's what will happen with it. So that basically has me learn to filter these resources so that they may be sorted by type. That's pretty much what I've done. It's not that great, and in terms of automating the collection of my mob traps, I mean, that's pretty much the reason I built it like this. I mean, the water flow really helps with... Come on, stop raining so the creeper dies. But yeah, you get the idea. That's that one. So the next tier, 5, hibachi and bellows, stoked fire, collect clay to make pottery, render animal byproducts into other forms. Okay. So I clearly have not done that yet, and I should have. Actually, you know what? I think I might have. I think I may have rendered some of a certain meat into... Yeah, I think I rendered a certain meat into tallow. No, I didn't make tallow. I don't even know what I made anymore. Are you working? No, you're not working. Wonder if I can do this in a... Wonder if I can do it over here. But yeah, the idea is to basically... No, crucible's too hot. Okay. Or maybe I need more. Nope. Yeah, so the idea is that this rain is going to stop soon, and it's going to allow me to render basically all the fat out of stuff down into a block of tallow, and then start using water wheels as an alternate means of power. Done. Technically I have done it because I made glue, because glue is what you require, but whatever. So for the next one, build a turntable, learn how to use the pottery system to make a crucible for smelting steel. Done. Experiment with the vase and the planter. So I clearly did do that. So there we have a vase, and there we have a planter. That might actually be worth mucking around with now. So vase, where am I going to put this? Or vase, depending on what you like. I have space here now. Let's brighten this place up a bit. Placeable, no, farming and plant. How can I not have single rows anywhere? Okay, that... I just destroyed that. Okay, that's clearly not cool. Let's grab our book and see what we were meant to do with that. B-A-S-E. You can make different colored ones. You can put them with poop. Okay, so I have now experimented with them, and I have realized that experimenting with them is not for me. It didn't work. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is grab some bone meal. I must have left my bone in the chest. Not important, I believe, is the feeling that I'm going for here. Now what this is you take a piece of dirt, piece of bone meal, and a planter, and you basically get a full of dirt planter. Now you might go, well, what do you want a full of dirt planter for? Basically, the way this is set up is I can now... Maybe I will do that. Basically, this acts as a hydrated farm block anywhere. So now, without needing to have a water source, I can now use this planter to hold my sugarcane. Why you would want to have sugarcane indoors? Well, it may just be that you want to keep everything indoors so you feel nice and safe. I mean, there's lots of reasons why you might want to do it. The other reason why you may want to do it is, you know, you can use it to plant trees and things. And say, for example, you were building some kind of automated tree farm, you might feel the need to be able to plant your tree in a planter and know that it would grow. I really don't. I guess, you know, you can use a sticky piston and push a dirt block, and that would just work just as well. So, yeah, I don't really think that's a good use of the planter. I mean, I don't think planting sugarcane indoors is much better, but it's certainly a little better. And I have seen some really neat automated hemp farms where instead of having flowing water like this, you basically have them all in planters, so you can just kind of push them off and it suits you, especially seeing this hardcore buckets is on and I can't move water around. You know, those kind of things can make a bit of difference. The other thing you can do with a planter, actually maybe I might make another one. Precious. Ooh, wait. Wow, I've got lots of iron. That's got to be a good thing. And lots of cobble and dirt, which I think is just part of digging out a mine shaft. Better than wolves stuff. No, nothing there. You are counted as precious. Scratching my head a little bit at the moment, trying to think of what I was meaning to do. You're placeable. You are better than wolves, and as are you. I'm going to hang on to that food because I think I'm going to use that later. Farming and plant. I wonder if we can feed chickens hemp seeds. Hang on. Clearly something has glitched because at the end of the last episode I had 2 chickens in there. I may have to try and find where my chickens went. I was meaning to fill that with lava, but I can't get lava up here. Clearly I realised that after I'd done it, but you know, all these things, these are like live and learn things. So, clay block. Come in here. Turntable. I don't think that... No, that's not what we want. We want the next one. There we go. Now, the other thing you can make is place that in here. Actually, that might be probably the last thing I'll make this episode, because I don't think the rain is going to stop. The rain doesn't like me. Bad rain. There we go. We can make one more kind of thing, and I think I have the ability to do that as well. Placeable. That is now a soul sand planter, and this is pretty cool because it allows you to plant a certain kind of plant that would only otherwise grow in the nether. I think here is a great spot for that. All I have to do now is make the plant in question. So you are precious to me, and so to make that plant we need we want to make a bloodwood sapling. So we need 1 of each kind of sapling, 8 soul urns, and 1 piece of nether wart. So 1 piece of nether wart, 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. What am I missing? Spruce! I wonder if that creeper's going to die now. Maybe he's already dead and I just didn't hear it. Let's check. I have no way of checking. Clearly though I need a spruce sapling. Oops, skelly. More skellies, come on. Hey skelly, 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 come on. Let's kill you and see what happens. Come on, skelly, skelly, skelly. Come on, skelly. Come on, skelly. You in the trench? Yes, you are. Bye, skelly. Okay, so what should happen is he should now drop like arrows and bows and bones. Oh, creeper. Come on. Come on. Stupid creeper. Bye. Ah, mob traps are fun. So the question is, did it work? So what do we got? We got 2 arrows, a bone, 2 nitra. Did anything pass over the filter? No. Nothing fell out though, which is good. But nothing did not pass through the filter. But that doesn't matter. The important thing is I feel like I know what I'm doing. So what did you drop? String. Okay. Did we drop a spider's eye? No. I do still need spruce trees though. So it sucks that that's going to have to wait till next episode. Okay, string falls through there as well. Nothing else falls through the top. I wonder... I wonder if there's some direction I can head in where I can find a spruce tree without having to go too far. I really didn't think... Sorry, I really thought that I had everything that I needed. Oh man, just back off. Fall in the trench, that's right. Whoopsie days, what just happened? Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully that didn't mess up the recording at all. Sun's coming up. This episode is going to go for a fair whack longer than I was hoping for. But I really want to get a spruce tree. So pretty much as soon as the sun comes up I should be right to go. The question is, which way do I go? Oh my dogs, good dogs. Look, anything I don't... Nah, that's fine. Nothing I can't afford to lose. Another spider, bad spider. Come on, zombie. Come on. This way. Come on, fall in the hole. Look at you. Oh no, you're gonna die. Come on, drop it. Come towards me, come towards me. Now you die. I'll check up on his stuff later. He's gonna shoot me, that's not cool. Clearly he just had to die. I'm sure I went this way before. In fact, over this way when I was bringing the chickens back, I heard like a lot of skeleton noises. I'll come over here now. Just if I keep hearing them, I guess I thought I might have found a dungeon. No, not really. Does not sound like there's a dungeon here. I was kind of hopeful before. Now this is not another sheep finding expedition. This is just heading out to grab one single spruce sapling. That's the purpose of this expedition. I may complete the expedition early and decide that I want to get a couple more, but we will deal with that when we get to it. You're an ugly looking tree. And you're too tall for me. Gravel. Gravel will do nicely. Oh, look at that. I got a spruce sapling already. being cautious, of course, not to break any of my tools, because tool breaking is bad. Okay. Especially when tools are renewable resources. Come on, drop another sapling. You know you want to. You look like clay. Just in case I decide to make a whole lot more vases and then smash them. Would be nice to have all of the clay balls that I may need. Clearly though, this is a nice to have rather than a necessity. Wow, got some weird single player block lag going on here. I really have no idea what's causing it. That's kind of creepy and weird. Okay, what do we got? 5. Yeah, 5 is plenty. So I'm gonna munch on my bread roll. Because I don't know about you, but this has to be a bread roll, because if I was to eat an entire loaf of bread, I would not be like, you know what, I'm still really hungry. That just does not seem reasonable. Now the reason I'm breaking these is because you run much slower in long grass. So by breaking the grass as you run through it, you actually run quite a bit faster. Now again, the reason why you might want to do this is, let's say you had some kind of automatic tree farming system going. Because this is getting back to the the kind of the automatically filtering things and stuff. Actually, do we get any experience? Look at that, we got experience! Another level. So, oh, okay, so they didn't filter. But they could have filtered if I had the right kind of level of filtration in there. But this is about half an hour already, and I wasn't aiming to do this long, but I always end up doing longer than I plan to. So now I need to know, I need a cauldron, nether wart, soul urns, and stuff. So I've got 8 soul urns. Here is my cauldron. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4 saplings, some nether wart, and a soul urn. Okay, it says in a cauldron. I put 1 in. Okay, 8. Clearly the following of instructions is not my strong point. And then we have a single bloodwood sap. Ah, no. I thought I'd lost that then. Okay, so here we have a single bloodwood sapling. Now I plant this, and it will not grow, not ever, no how, no way in the overworld. You can plant it in the overworld using that, but it will not grow ever by itself. What you can do though, this is cool slash creepy slash, whatever it is you feel like it should be. But if we take a soul urn, which is like the compressed essence of dead people, filtered, we can place that and bam! We have ourselves a bloodwood tree. Now I do not know if this will drop any saplings. It could be that it won't drop saplings in the overworld, that it may only drop saplings. Actually, I think it'd been mentioned to me that I'm sure I read somewhere that if you set the leaves on fire it drops saplings, but you can clearly hear the pain it's in. Come on, drop a sapling. Pretty much bloodwood is not useful for anything, except you get a different kind of dust out of it. Okay, totally and utterly wasted. Never mind. The important thing is I got to show you guys how it worked, and if I was going to make an automatic tree farm, it would probably have to be a bloodwood tree farm, because they're the only ones that I can force to grow, seeing as bone meal doesn't work. But anyhow, that's pretty much it. That's what I really intended to do this episode. Pottery, crucible, vase and plant are done. Age of Steel, I need to create a crucible, done. Smelt steel, done. Create an anvil, done. I need to make refined tools, plate armor, a block dispenser and a detector block. Well, I've made the detector block, which is what stopped that from working the whole time that it was raining. So now I need a block dispenser, a refined tool and some plate armor. So I think next episode I might see if I can get some of that stuff done, and then I think I should be ready to do a world upload. I'm not sure where we're up to, but I think I want to do one before we get too much further, and hopefully before 1.5 comes out so you guys can check it out. So thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.